Hi, I'm Kelly. So, my social problem that I am interested in is poverty in schools. My first internship in my undergrad was at an elementary school in a rural part of Idaho. Pretty much every family was in poverty, and we provided resources um, for most of the people at the school. We provided clothing, um, food, money for bills, and getting them in contact with all the people that they needed to be able to receive more assistance. And we helped a lot of homeless families. That was probably my favorite part of that internship, was working with the homeless families, even if that meant like they were, out of in a house with another family, or they were in a camper, or things like that. Not necessarily like they're out in the street, but what is like people in transition. We had a lot of those families. So, for the theory and research, I learned a lot about poverty culture and how there's different underlying values and rules that are different from middle income and wealthy people. It was really interesting. I read a book about it. It was a year or two ago, so I don't really remember most of it. But I remember that there were differences in, like, middle class people were saying, like, oh, they should get a job, they're lazy, things like that. And it was talking about how, like, poverty culture, like, they're not really concerned with that. Like, they may not know how to do an application, they may not know how to do an interview, or they're not learning professional skills, because that's not what um, is really in their face. Middle class people, they're taught, oh, you should get a good job. But people in poverty, like, oh, you need to survive. You need to get food. You need to protect your family, whatever it may be. There's just different values there that really underlie all the different cultures with incomes. Some of the research was for my research class. I did a lot about barriers to services. This area, there's not a lot of providers or transportation or funds, so it's really difficult to get people to, like, medical appointments and mental health treatment and things like that. It's really hard in this part of Idaho. For my career, the direction I want to go is that I want to give resources. With social justice, I want to put everyone on a fair playing ground. And so even if you grew up in poverty, that you can still get to the same level, because you received the help you needed to be at the same level as everybody else. Sorry, I've tried to make this video like 5 times, but I keep messing up, so I'm very out of breath. My advocacy activity was on endometriosis. My initial goals were very unrealistic, kind of like dream goals, but so there's a Facebook page called Nancy's Nook for Endometriosis Education, and that's the page that I found when I was searching for medical treatment for myself. I had endometriosis. I had surgery 2 years ago, and it completely changed my life. So I was able to do advocacy in this. There is a girl that I grew up with in school. She's 23. She's already had a hysterectomy. She is still in so much pain, has all these issues from endometriosis. And so I was able to get in contact with her, and I was able to teach her about the gold standard of treatment and the correct type of surgery and the things that really need to happen to make you have a less painful life and more quality of life. So I was able to get her in touch with my surgeon, and with this Facebook page that has so much information, and it has so much information on surgeons in states. Like, there's only 3 in Tennessee that they say are experts at this type of surgery that will actually cure this disease. It won't come back. So I was able to do that, and I really hope she gets the new surgery and things are fine. I haven't heard any updates yet, so I'm hoping that she was able to get her insurance to work and all those things to get with the doctor, but I know that her life will be drastically different if she's able to get that type of surgery, excision surgery. It's the gold standard. Instead of burning the endo, they cut it completely out. So, yeah. So I think, like, my goals didn't really happen, but I think I did true advocacy work with her because that's going to change her life. And I've been able to get many people that I know onto this Facebook page so they can learn the most valuable education they can. From Kent School, I've gained a lot of confidence. In my internship, I was always really shy in the beginning. I didn't feel like I didn't know what I was talking about, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better at that. I feel like I know what I'm talking about now, so I'm not as shy. I'm able to speak up in meetings or in supervision or whatever it is. And I am very thankful to the school for teaching me how to do like all the therapies and the mental disorders and just all the things that came with the classes. I'm so thankful for that because it's given me such just more confidence in the skills that I have. And so I'm not as scared to go get a real job. I think this school has prepared me well. Yes, thanks.